It was a warm afternoon in rural Virginia. Rescue dogs were gathered for an adoption event, tails wagging, volunteers smiling, families walking through with open hearts. Among them was Sienna, a quiet shelter dog with deep brown eyes and a gentle nature. She didn't bark or beg for attention. Instead, she wandered over to a man sitting off to the side and calmly placed her paw on his leg. At first, it seemed sweet, even funny. But then his wife noticed something was wrong. Her husband's face had gone pale. He was starting to seize. Sienna hadn't just randomly wandered. She had sensed something before anyone else did. The family quickly got him home to rest, and the seizure passed safely. Sienna's quiet gesture had prevented a medical emergency. Word of her story spread, and adoption offers came pouring in. Before long, she found her forever home. She was rescued once, and repaid that rescue in an extraordinary way. But Sienna's story isn't the only one that proves just how instinctive a dog's love can be. Because 1,000 miles away, during a devastating flood, another dog would show the same kind of loyalty, an incredible will to survive. In Texas, just days before the 4th of July, floodwaters swept through the state, swallowing homes and turning roads into rivers. In the chaos, one dog was left behind. They called him Superman. Volunteers from Austin Pets Alive found him clinging to flood debris, soaking wet, shivering, and alone. He had lost his person in the storm, but he refused to let fear break him. Rescue crews approached gently. At first, he resisted, scared and confused. But eventually, he let them help. They wrapped him in blankets, offered food and water, and brought him to safety. He's now recovering in a foster home, and even though his world turned upside down, he's learning to trust again. They call him Superman, and in more ways than one, he truly is. But sometimes, heroism isn't about action or escape. Sometimes, it's about staying put. Our final story takes us deep into the Arizona wilderness, where one small dog refused to leave the side of the person he loved, no matter what. In the dry wilderness, far from roads and phone signals, a man and his dog had gone off the grid. Only one of them would come back. When officials found the man days later, he had already passed. But his dog was still there. He hadn't left his owner's side, not for water, not for shelter, not even in the punishing desert heat. A good Samaritan spotted the dog and called for help. Rescuers approached slowly, offering food, speaking gently. The dog was hesitant, but allowed himself to be carried out. Even in grief, even in danger, he had stayed loyal. They say dogs don't count hours. They don't measure time. They just stay. Through the noise, through the silence, they stay. 3 different dogs, 3 different places, one instinct that connects them all. Sienna sensed what no one else could. Superman survived the storm and stood guard until help arrived. And one unnamed dog stood watch, unmoving, in a moment most of us hope we'll never face. Not one of them asked for praise. Not one of them waited for a reward. They just did what their hearts told them to do. So the next time you hear someone say, "It's just a dog," remember these stories. Because sometimes, just a dog is everything. Thanks for watching. And if this moved you, please like and subscribe for more real stories that remind us what love and loyalty really look like.